everyday things to look at what we're really doing as Muslims. That's why we said we really need to have this program for you and for me to take a break right here on Huda TV. Stay with us because we've got a lot coming up on Take a Break.
I say that the translation has been indirectly influenced with the Israelite narrative.
We haven't faced any problems in our preparations.
We can't call it the wise Hajj. In Egypt, you have a huge amount of initiative going on in terms of developing qualifications in different parts of the system.
Reading helps you gain knowledge, but saving the net doesn't help you at all.
They are all welcome to participate in the discussion and the debate about the development of qualifications.
What types of books our children do or should read?
Join me for further discussion of Focus Point.
Huda, a light in every home.
It comes to you the truth and the attribute of the one who created you, that he's one and alone running this universe, that he doesn't become born, he doesn't die, he doesn't eat and then go to the bathroom. This is not God.
We got problems here. It doesn't make sense. Who was Jesus worshiping? Because it's recorded in the Gospels. Despite all of the other issues about the Gospels, we put those aside. We just say it's mentioned there that Jesus worshiped God.
One who protects us from hunger.
Welcome back. You're watching Ask Huda. Just a quick reminder of our telephone numbers: 00202385555 248 or 249, or you can write to us at ask, that's ask@huda.tv. Joining us on the telephone, Brother Mohammed from Mauritania. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Go ahead, brother.
I have more questions.
Okay.
First one, does a woman have a right to ask for divorce just because her husband married a second wife?
Okay.
The second question, can I postpone my zakat I used to do on July until August during Ramadan?
Okay. I think we answered that question before. Uh-huh.
Does a woman have a right to divorce because her husband does not accept to work in order to fulfill his duties?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. The fourth question is about sexuality. Can I have the right to ask?
Sure. Do you have? What is it? You got the question?
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Can you repeat the fourth question, Brother Muhammad?
Yes. Is there any hadith talking about the number of sexual acts we can have with our wife per week?
Okay. 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 Jazakallah khair, Brother Muhammad there from Mauritania. We also have Brother Saif from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. We're live on Ask Huda.
Walaikum salam. How are you both?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. My first question is, after the death of the husband, after he is shrouded, can the wife see him before they leave for the janazah?
Okay.
And the second question is, I just need some clearance regarding, there is a hadith which I heard, I'm not sure if it's authentic, that either the Prophet ﷺ or Hazrat Usman, who they had sent an expedition to find the gate of Gog and Magog, whether this is authentic and did they find it or not.
Now, would you repeat the second question, please, Uthman?
It was either the Prophet ﷺ or Hazrat Usman who had sent an expedition to find the gate of Zulkarnain. Okay, and whether this is authentic and did they find anything and report it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Barakallah Fiqh, Brother Saif from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. If we can take Sister Khadija's question, she seemed a bit desperate. She wants to know if it's appropriate for a woman to have feeling for a married man. She said that she met him outside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they met, and he told her that he was divorced. But then afterwards, he told her that he's married, and then she says
First
that
of all, Islam acknowledges love. It's a fact. And that's why Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, I have never seen any better solution for two who love each other other than or better than marriage. Okay, but here is a problem. I don't want to go into the details of how did you guys meet and how were you chatting until you develop love or whatever. You know best that it is not permissible for a man to meet with a woman alone without having a male mahram. This is one of the virtues and the privileges of having your representative, that you will not be deceived. Because if this person is interested in you, he will go to your wali directly and he will present his resume. And he cannot lie right there because he is proposing. But because he sees a female, maybe a single mother or never married before, or somebody who's working abroad by herself. So women are more emotional than men. Any person who would say some sweet words, you would be attached to him. So if I were in your place and this guy deceived you, deceived me, and he played me and he acted like innocent and he's separated and he lied, how am I going to begin a marriage life based on lie? He is going to lie to another woman and a third and a fourth and so on. Just for this lie, I would disregard him. If it was me, if I'm going to think with my mind, not with my heart and emotions. Now, with regards to the fiqh rule, are you allowed to marry him? It is permissible if he proposes to you and your wali approves that. It is permissible. I understand that you said that he's married and your marriage will not be contingent on the approval of the first wife according to the Islamic law. So, but my personal advice is forget about him because he deceived you. And if one has the guts and is willing to do that, that means he's willing to repeat it. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, Sister Sarah from the UAE, her second question, she wants to know if there is an exact date about the ascension of the Prophet ﷺ to the heavens.
Now we cannot determine for sure, and that's why we say to those who celebrate on the 27th night that present a reference. Even the year, there is a great deal of disagreement concerning the year, and some even said it was after the migration. Read the summary of the history or biography of the Prophet ﷺ, Al-Rahiq al-Makhtoum. But obviously it was done, the opinion of the Jumhur, of the historians and the narrators, on the 10th year of the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. After the death of Khadija and his uncle Abu Talib, it was done certainly before the Hijrah. But as far as the exact date, no, we cannot confirm. And that also reflects another thing. If we don't know for sure, because there are several opinions, that means the Prophet ﷺ never celebrated that night, never made a big deal out of it, and we're not belittling the event. It is one of the miracles that was granted to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which was an honor for his entire ummah at large. But also we need to remember that it shows us the importance and the significance of the farthest mosque in Jerusalem, which belongs to every Muslim, and every Muslim belongs to it. I remember once when I was attending a conference, somebody said, I thought you're Palestinian. I said, why is that? Which I don't mind. I'm not, but I don't mind. He said, I said, why is that? He said, because you talk a lot about Gaza and Jerusalem and Palestine. It's like, this matter is only pertaining certain people, certain nationality. I said, no, but Jerusalem belongs to me and I belong to it. And every Muslim has a right in it. And every Muslim should be concerned about the farthest mosque, Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله. So that is stated in the Quran.
Okay, we have Brother Anwar from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for everything that you're doing, alhamdulillah.
And you too. Thank you.
Barakallah fi. Sheikh, I just one question. In the state of Ihram, you know that we are not to tie ourselves, but in terms of the baby carrier that one carries the baby in, is it permissible for me to strap myself with the baby on when doing the tawaf?
Okay.
Yes, it is permissible. You're not wearing clothes, similar to wearing a belt or a baby carrier or a wallet, all of that. What's restricted during the state of ihram? Wearing any stitched clothes. What's made to be worn as an outfit.
Okay, so it's permissible.
It is permissible. By the way, when we wear the ihram, it has stitches, right? But it was not tailored in order to be worn as a shirt or an outfit or pants or underclothes. So this is the ideology behind unstitched clothes. That fabric, but it is not stitched in a way or designed to be worn as an outfit.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. I hope that answers Brother Anwar's question. We also have Brother Mohammed from the UAE. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Mohamed Salah. I'm from Sri Lanka actually. I'm working in Dubai. My question is like, like smoking, smoking is like, it's the beginning of everything, I believe. A person who smokes, then he will start up thinking of taking alcohol, then gambling, then womanizing or whatever you can say. But whereas to see like, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia or Dubai or wherever in the Muslim countries, I think, the maximum usage of cigarettes are using in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I was in Saudi Arabia as well.
Okay.
Now, like, what is the actually, solution for this? Whereas I'm come from Sri Lanka, where is a Buddhist country, where, that we can't smoke in the public, then it is a fine of 5,000 or 10,000 rupees and 1 month jail. So, Alhamdulillah, because Allah had given a good kafir community to us, so we can practice our religion in a more precise way. Whereas come to Dubai or anything, people are selling pork, alcohol is free, like, even we don't find this much of in our country.
Yes.
So, what is the opinion about this? My second question is, now, when my wife takes the wudu and then she touched me by accidentally, is the wudu still valid? Or,
okay. Okay, got it, Brother Muhammad. Jazakallah khair. Brother Muhammad there from Sri Lanka. Brother Sadiq from Cyprus, he wants to know if that. He said he got married to a sister from Romania who accepted Islam, and he got married in a center, an Islamic center.
Since she accepted Islam, then her wali has got to be a Muslim, so she does not have a family member who fits to be a guardian or a wali. Then the local imam who married the couple could represent her as a guardian or as a wali. And that means in case of disputes or argument, she will refer to him and he will represent her. Wallahu a'lam.
And brother and sister Shafia from Nigeria, she says, I have a non-Muslim maid working with me. She's a Christian. Can I give her time off to go to church on Sundays?
Sure, of course. Islam does not forbid others from practicing their religious duties. Umar ibn Khattab, when he entered Jerusalem victorious, he did not destroy the synagogues and the places of worship and the churches. They have been erected ever since until today, so there is no problem. We do not forbid non-Muslims who are working for us from their worship. Whether we believe it's right or wrong, we absolutely believe in monotheism, and any other than Islam is not monotheism. But if people are convinced that this is what they chose, khalas, that is their issue, and they're responsible for that, but we're not allowed to hinder them or force them not to pray. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, and our second question is that how a person calculates the zakah in a business that doesn't make a profit.
Okay, if you're investing in some business and the money is stagnant, whether it's profitable or not profitable, whenever the lunar year ends and you're ready to pay, you estimate how much do you own. If its value is equivalent to 85 grams of gold or 595 grams of silver, of the current today's value of the gold or silver, the 24 karat of gold, then we say for instance it's $2,000. I'm just assuming, okay? I already have $3,000 and it's been sitting with me in the shop or the store or the stock market. Guess what, Sheikh? I did not make a penny, rather I lost. But it's more than the threshold of the nisab. Then it is zakatable. Every year? Yes, every year.
Okay, and Sister Nusayba from the United States of America, she wants to know about the person's name who's mentioned in Surah Al-Qaf, verse number 16.
Well, verse number 16 of Surah Qaf does not deal with names. Rather, the verse says, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبِلِ الْوَرِيدِ. And verse 17, إِذْ يَتَلَقَّى الْمُتَلَقِّيَانِ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ قَعِيدٌ. And verse 18, مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. So there are no names. The word al-insan is the species of human beings. Allah the Almighty says, and verily we have created human beings, generally, al-insan. وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ. And we know exactly what's going on in his mind. Not only what you say or what you whisper, what you're thinking about right now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fully aware of it. And that indicates the infinite knowledge and the magnificent power of Allah of knowing things and the unseen. وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ. To the extent that وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبِلِ الْوَرِيدِ. How does Allah know all of that? Because Allah says, we're closer, or I'm closer to him, to every human being, than his حبل الوريد, the jugular vein. And that makes you really maintain the feeling of the awareness of Allah's presence throughout the entire time. Where are you going to be? Or hide or conceal? He's closer to you than your own jugular vein. He knows what you're thinking about. So that is the meaning of. If you're talking about Raqib and Atid in verse number 18, this is the description of the two angels. These are not names. The description of the angel who are awaiting every action that the person would do. Raqib will record the good deeds, and Atid will record the bad deeds. This is as far as the answer to her question, and Allahu A'lam.
Okay, Sister Fadila from Nigeria, she says she missed fast for the past 3 years because of being sick and breastfeeding her child. She says until now she hasn't made up those fasts, and some people told her that she has to pay some money and make up the fast as well. She wants to know what she needs.
What really distinguishes the answer from another answer is the following. If somebody missed certain number of days during Ramadan because of a valid reason, and the valid reasons are فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا فَمَنْ كَانَ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. If somebody is sick or traveling, then how many days you skipped during Ramadan, make them up whenever you're resident or whenever you feel better. She said that I've been pregnant and breastfeeding, I did not have a chance, I was sick for the entire year. Then in this condition, she's not blameworthy. She knows that she missed 3 Ramadans, she needs to make up the 3 Ramadans or whatever number of days that she missed. But the blame will be cast on a person who was exempt from fasting during Ramadan for certain days for a legitimate excuse. Then, after Ramadan, he feels better, or he comes home, and he keeps saying, oh, next month, until it's already Sha'ban, then Ramadan, next Ramadan. So we say in this condition, right after Ramadan, you need to make up the days which you skipped of the previous one, in addition to kafara, a ransom of feeding 1 miskin per each day, 1 meal, that is half sa' or a mud, approximately from between 1 to 1.5 kilogram of rice or wheat or whatever, average meal I mean. So the blame will be only on those who did not make up the missed days of Ramadan before the following Ramadan. But if somebody continuously is sick, and next Ramadan is sick, and next Ramadan is sick, so in this condition, whenever they feel better, they get to make up what they missed, and there is no penalty, no ransom. They are not blameworthy. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, Sister Zahra from Egypt, she asked that if a Muslim woman who's wearing gloves is allowed to shake the hand of men.
Okay, it is obvious in Islam, and it's agreeable that it is not permissible for a male to touch a female who is not lawful for him. She is neither his wife nor his mahram, a sister, a mother, an aunt. Okay, so shaking hands, it is not permissible in Islam, and there are certain ahadith in this regard. I don't want to take this as an excuse so that I wear a glove and shake hands with somebody. We all understand that it's not even a proper etiquette to shake somebody's hand, even a male with a male or a female and a female, while wearing gloves. As I began talking about a restaurant and entering a place without and feel very proud of yourself to say that I'm a practicing Muslim, I don't want to hear this, I don't shake hands with women. Do the same, because we need to reveal and revive the traditions of the Prophet ﷺ in order to fit in the category of those whom the Prophet ﷺ said, طُوبَى لِلْغُرَبَاء. They asked him, O Messenger of Allah, who are they? Because they said, may Allah grant al-ghuraba, paradise. Tuba is one of its names. He said, الَّذِينَ يَصْلُحُونَ عِنْدَ فَسَادِ النَّاسِ. Those who do right whenever people are doing wrong. So showing the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is very important.
Okay, Jazakallah khair, Dr. Muhammad, for being with us today in the program. We'd like to thank as well all those who participated on today's program. And just a quick reminder of our two emails, ask@huda.tv if you have any questions, and support@huda.tv if you would like to support any of our programs here on Huda TV. As well as our website, you can become an active member. Just visit our website, www.huda.tv. Until next time, I leave you in Allah's care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If my love is attached to thee, then from sins I will be free. Each time my heart will beat, your name will resound with heat. Allah is my heart's speech, your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the